Good evening, one and all. This is Video Game Girl 64, and if you remember, a few months back, I said that I wanted to make some more hacking videos, and if you remember, a few months before that, I made a hacking video where I showed you how to make a map with Advanced Map. So, I basically showed you how to decorate the map, use the movement permissions, change the wild Pokemon, and change the information about the town, but now we're going to be getting into the events. So today, I will be showing you how to make a warp. And you might not know what a warp is, but on the map, a warp is classified by a purple box with a yellow W. And a warp is a door, an entrance, somewhere you enter, and then you warp to a different map. For example, when you follow this warp, you are now in the gym. And when you follow this warp, you are now outside of the gym. So it is important that you do these warps correctly because you don't want to enter like this warp and then come out of here. So thankfully, warps are very easy to understand because all you need to know is the warp number, the map, the map bank, and the map itself. So as we can see here, for this warp over here, it is going to go to warp number 1 in map bank 6 and map number 2. So basically, what does all this mean? So, warp number. Every warp has a number. It is numbered because there are several warps on a map. For example, there are many warps in Pewter City, which is my example. And since there are many warps, there has to be some way to differentiate them so the game doesn't get confused. So this warp over here is warp number 2. And it's going to warp number 1 in map bank 6, map 2. So you might be wondering, what the hell is map bank? What's map? Okay. So on the side here, you see a bunch of these folders, all numbered. So map bank is basically these folders. So map bank 6 is the folder we're going to want. Map 2 would be not that. It would be this, because it is map bank 2, and as you can see, there's a 2 here. And for this warp, as you can see, it is warp number 1 in map bank 6, map number 2 in map bank 6. It is going to warp number 2 in map bank 3, map 2. So, as we can see, the warp we were focusing on before fits the criteria. It is in map bank 3, it is map number 2, and it is event number 2. You see where I'm kind of going with this, right? So, now we're going to try to mess around with these warps a little bit. I am going to make the warp from the gym lead to a whole different place, just to give you a better understanding on how it works. Okay, what is this? I don't know, I just chose a random map. Okay, this is the Pokemon Center. What the hell is going on here? I don't even know. So, this is the Pokemon Center in Vermilion City. So I want Pewter City's gym to lead me here. So go back up here. God, I don't even remember what map that was. Was that? I'm going to assume it's this one, 9.1. Okay. I've got to go back to 9.1. And I've got to check out this warp here. So, I don't know, maybe you would like to write it down. I usually have, like, a place to write down my notes while I'm doing this, just so I don't make a mistake. So this is event number 1. Map bank 9, and map number 1. Alright, so I have all my information written down on this piece of paper. So, I'm going to go back to Pewter City. I'm going to go here. I'm going to enter this information. So, warp number 1 is already there. Map bank 9 and map number 1. and we're going to save it. Is this save? No, that is open. We're going to save it. So if we follow the warp, we can see it brings us to the Pokemon Center in Vermilion City. But we want to make sure that this warp leads us back to Pewter City, because right now if I follow that warp, it's going to take me outside the Pokemon Center in Vermilion City. That is not what I want. So I'm going to go back in there. Now I'm going to change this to warp number 2, map bank 3, map number 2. I'm going to save it. I'm going to go to it. And as you can see, it would take me out right here. Now I'm going to show you guys an example just to further prove that it actually works and I'm not bullshitting anyone. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I am back, and this is Pewter City, and this is the gym, and I'm going to enter the gym, and whoa, it's a Pokemon Center. That's not right. Actually, that is what I planned for. And when I leave the Pokemon Center, I'm back outside of Pewter City's gym. Whoa. Okay, so this has been Video Game Girl 64. I hope you have learned something. I am over and out.